Okay, YouTube, this may seem a little scripted because it is, because I'm not used to doing this crap. And, yes, so I wrote it all down. Here it is. I'm just a concerned grandfather, father, husband, brother, uncle, just another concerned individual about these school shootings. Yet another school shooting in Kentucky. Another school shooting, more dead kids, killed by kids. Parents, stop giving your kids trophies for showing up. Teach them right from wrong. From the beginning, that there's always winners and losers. They're not always going to be winners, and they're not always going to be losers. Talk to them. Always talk to them. Make sure they're okay in every way. And stop being their friend. Be their caregiver. Be their mentor. You can even be their hero. But be the one that teaches them right from wrong. Let them know it's okay to stick up for themselves when they're being bullied. But it don't take a gun. Nowadays, young folks think they're hard when they're strapped with a gun or whatever. Well, that's not hard. Anyone can use a weapon. That's soft. It takes someone to use their head, heart, and the weapons that God allowed them to be born with to be hard. Parents, stop worrying about the labels that you and your children are being stuck with, and do as God told us to do. Spare the rod and spoil the child. And parents, you pay the bills. You have every right to turn their room upside down if you think there's something suspicious going on in there. They just simply reside in that house. Doesn't mean that their opinion don't matter. And for God's sakes, get to know their friends and their friends' parents. Whether you want to or not, it will provide some very valuable information in the future. On to the second part of this subject. America, with all these school shootings, take a guess who's going to be picking up and arming themselves. People who are scared, people who are innocent, and people who are very uneducated about firearms. We could put a loaded gun in every classroom, an AR-14 or 15, a 9mm, a shotgun, etc. Put them in every classroom. But as long as not one hand touches that weapon, it will not nor cannot take a life, innocent or otherwise. It takes a human action to fire that weapon. And if it happens to be a scared, innocent, uneducated human, we're going to have more pointless deaths. Although accidental deaths, nevertheless, they're deaths. So maybe the gun control we should teach is how to be in control of yourself and the gun in a crisis situation. And folks, last but not least, and this is my opinion only, not necessarily the opinion of YouTube or its affiliates, just mine. Mr. Old John Martin, Old Man River, my opinions. In my opinion, I don't care, grown man or woman, or 15-year-old kid, if you use a weapon to kill innocent people, bar the fact that you or your family is legitimately being threatened, then you need to be judged by God immediately, not by a judge in the court. And hey, mom and dad, guardian, whoever's responsible, grandma, grandpa, whoever's responsible for this monster who committed this action, maybe you should spend the rest of your life in prison. Thank you for listening. I hope I do some good.